Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of Toy Geek Maniac. I'm your host, Constance Miller. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the continuation of the new Playmates Star Trek line, which is reinvigorating the Star Trek universe that Playmates used to do years and years and years ago. So I've kind of already gone through Star Trek The Next Generation, the 3 figures that they have introduced. Those videos are here available on the channel for you to watch. Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Commander William Riker, and Lieutenant Commander Data. So now we are going to step into sort of the original series. Most specifically, this is spotlighting the movie series, and they're kicking off with Star Trek The Wrath of Khan. So we're going to begin with Admiral James T. Kirk, as portrayed by William Shatner. So I'm going to open him up and we're going to take a look. So in all my years of collecting action figures, and back in the day when I initially was collecting the Playmates Star Trek action figure line, it was mostly The Next Generation, Voyager, and a little bit of Deep Space Nine. I'd never really dove into the original series, and I'm trying to think if they had any of the original series available then. I'll have to investigate, but I didn't have any, so now I do. So here is Admiral James T. Kirk. See if we can get a good focus here. Maybe not with the lighting, but it's a fairly decent representation of William Shatner. Truly, if I had my pick, I would prefer a figure of him from the original series, but if this is what I can get in the meantime, I'm not going to complain. He has a turnable head. There's really no flex forward or back, very little. Maybe you gotta play with it a little bit. It's kind of there. The others seem to have a little bit more leeway on that level. We get a lateral lift in the arm. A single jointed elbow. A turn in the wrist, no flex. There is no turn in the waist, which is sad. There is a lateral lift in the leg, a single jointed knee, which also serves as a flex point because there's no boot turn, but there is a flex in the foot. No rocking side-to-side motion on the foot. The attention to the detail on the costume is really nice. So overall, I'm really not going to complain about having this figure. I'm not sure how Playmates is going to continue this line. I hope it's popular enough that they can do more with it, so we can branch out into other series and other characters. So here's Admiral James T. Kirk. So now we have Captain Spock. And when I saw this at the store, there were several that were there, and I dug through each one and examined each one to see which one looked most like Leonard Nimoy, and this was the one, even though I don't think it's a strong resemblance. But I'm going to go ahead, open him up, and we're going to take a look. As I stated, I don't think this is a great resemblance to Leonard Nimoy. However, it was the best of the three. Turnable head. About the same range of motion in the up and down as Kirk. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Lateral lift in the arms. Single jointed elbow. We get the live long and prosper gesture, which is a must, obviously. Turn in the waist. There is a bend. I don't think I've talked about this in the previous figures. There is a bend to make them sit, at least. Lateral lift in the leg. Single jointed knee. This. Oh, yep, there's the pivot. Okay. No boot turn. Flex in the foot. No rocking back and forth pivots. So, for the first time having these two characters in action figure form, I feel it's very important, and while, like I said, I would prefer to have them from the original series in those uniforms, I'm going to take what I can get thus far. And they're great figures. I love what Playmates has done with heightening their articulation and the head sculpts and just making better figures all the way around compared to their previous counterparts. So thank you so much for joining me, and do you own these figures? What do you think? I'm debating on whether I'm going to buy Khan or not. I think I should, just because he's so iconic. However, it remains to be seen. We'll have to see, because I really want to see where this line is going to go, how much I want to invest in it, and so if you have these figures, leave some comments below. Tell me what you think. Tell me the characters that you would love to see somewhere down the line with this. And as always, love and light to you all.